Welcome to the Denver Auditor's Office Prevailing Wage Department. We protect Denver workers' wages to be sure that they're being paid the amount that they're entitled to under Denver law.
Hello, I'm Luis Osorio, Prevailing Wage Investigator. If you misclassify an employee or fail to pay the correct wage for your employee's classification, you will need to pay the difference to meet prevailing wage requirements. One of the first steps will be sending you a restitution spreadsheet or penalty report. You will receive a penalty report if the classification is correct, but the amount paid is incorrect. Your investigator will specify how much is owed to each employee for the time they worked on the project and were underpaid. The penalty report will list the amount owed for each week and the total owed for all weeks. If you misclassified a worker, resulting in an underpayment, you will now be required to update your payroll. Then you will receive a restitution spreadsheet. Fill out this restitution spreadsheet for each underpaid employee. Start by filling out the project name, number, and the weekend dates from when the issue started and ended at the top of the page. Then you can move into the spreadsheet. Start by filling out the name and the personal information for your first employee owed money. Then enter the classification the employee should have received as directed by your prevailing wage investigator. Next, know whether the employee is getting paid over regular hours or overtime hours in the drop-down menu type column. Then enter the weekend date for that period. The weekend date should match the date used on your payroll. You might have more than one weekend date. Put each one on a line on this separate spreadsheet. Next, enter the numbers of hours worked on the city project that belongs to the new classification. In the next column, please record the difference between the hourly rate you paid and the hourly rate you should have paid according to prevailing wage provisions. The next column will auto-calculate the total amount owed for you. The deductions information will be found on your employee's payslip. Finally, enter the check number you'll use to pay restitution. Once you have filled out the spreadsheet, return it to your prevailing wage investigator for review. Your investigator will confirm the restitution is correct, and you will receive clearance to write the checks. If the check is over $50, send it to us, and we will give it to your employee. Employees can come and get the check from us in person, or they can sign a release form, and we will mail it to them. If the check is under $50, you can just send us a copy of the check, and we will give it to your employee. You can see specifics on how to write a correct restitution check in our previous video. Thanks for watching this prevailing wage tutorial video, and thanks for watching and complying with Denver prevailing wage standards.